Hey everyone, super excited about this one. Here is a unboxing, even though it's kind of been unboxed already. that's just how excited I was. So I'm gonna save you the opening of the box. I actually opened this up in the truck after I left the post office the other day before work, but check that out. CPR Robot Car by Andy W. Scale Models. Now, don't mind the cat hair because the cats are loving my stuff. But this, oh, I've never seen one of these, and I'd always kind of thought about them to a certain extent, but I really knew nothing about them. So yeah, let's get this thing open. So this gentleman, Andy Wegmuller, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. He is a one-man crew, and we've probably already talked about this previously somewhere. He like I said, his one-man crew. He has taken the time to do all the research and production of these models, and his website, it says these are museum quality pieces, and I completely 100% agree. I like, my hands are so shaky because this piece is well, and I'm super excited to have it, is very I'm gonna say unforgiving. There are a lot of small details on this. This is, you know, like the disclaimers, you know, this product is not a toy. This is not a toy. Okay, so there's a little cradle in there as well with some foam packaging. So the packaging is very nice for him to just be doing it himself. And of course, little smiley face sticker. Thank you, sir. Is absolutely amazing. I could never come up with something like this, but there it is, guys. Check that out. Just take it all in there for a minute, and I'm so shaky. Sorry, guys. Let's see if we can get some shots of the underside there. Oh man, look at that. Look at that detail. This is one person coming up with all the molds, doing all the research. You can I don't know if you can, yeah, you can just make out the outlines of the decals. But other than that, this thing is absolutely amazing. You got the Sinclair antennas up top. Wow. All the individual grab irons. Correct color scheme. Correct colors. This is how it was painted. Wow. That's all I got to say. This thing is heavy. It's feels even heavier than a correct weight, and like I even just bent that little tiny piece there. It is so fragile. All these are a lot of pieces on here are brass. This is an epoxy resin molding. Semi-scale wheels. The correct trucks. These, well, I shouldn't say these, but this car in particular was converted from a ex-Silk baggage car. So for those of you who don't know what what this actually is, this is version 1 of distributed power. It's exactly what it is, Robot-1. This is version 1. Canadian Pacific was kind of a pioneer in distributed power, and I didn't actually realize until I was doing a little bit of research on this. This was built in November of 1967, so it fits in perfectly on the layout. Now, unfortunately, if you watched the last video, I said I didn't have the correct power, and that's because they ran SD40s with these. When the SD40s came out, they were kind of the best locomotives, most reliable, most power, and they tested this car, I believe with the SD40, I think it was 55, 57. So I'm going to set this down in the layout, guys, and we'll keep having a look at it. So I've got this on the grain train right now. Technically, like I said, not prototypical power. I've got a C630 RS10 on the head end and an RS10 back here in the mid-train position. CP tested, I believe it was a 177 car train going through the mountains, and they determined mid-train was the best position for a robot. Now, I'd always heard the stories that the first robotizing, the first distributed power was they needed a boxcar. And I honestly, like I said previously, I'd never really looked into it. I just heard the stories. But these were used right up into I believe the mid 70s. CP built 4 more of these cars in 1968, but they painted them in the now modern multi-mark scheme. So I believe the cars were blue and then the big multi-mark on it. It was a very dark blue. Looked almost black actually, but now this gentleman, Andy, he did produce a set of those multi-mark cars, but he doesn't have any for sale right now. So if there's anybody modeling 70s or late 60s and you want a DPU car, you might have to make your own. Like I said, this guy is a one-man show. I've spoke with him a little bit back and forth. He has no plans for any future production of anything on his website. So this car is extremely exclusive. When you're looking on the website and you see his prices, well, maybe for a lot of you that's probably a little extreme. Like, don't get me wrong, it's up there, but you know, put yourself in Andy's shoes. If you were going to do something like this, what would you charge? What would you think is fair? And I think this is absolutely fair. For those of you who don't want to look up on the website, I paid $380 plus shipping. Andy's in Vancouver, and if I could, I would probably buy a few more models off of him. But I only stumbled across Andy's website because I was actually looking at buying a Rapido steam car in CP, and you know, those are what, $80 to $100 right now, if you can find one. And yeah, I honestly, it was just a little link that popped up beside, and I was like, oh, what's that? And yeah, I'm glad it happened. I believe he's only got 1 more of these in stock, so if you want one, just email him. I believe his phone number's up there too. Even you can give him a call. Really nice guy. He obviously knows a lot of the railroad history. If you know about Medicine Hat any, we have a set of FP9As sitting in the park downtown. and he knows the gentleman now since passed away. So, but he, I guess, knew the gentleman that was all in charge of putting those locomotives into the park on display. And I've heard my fair share of stories too of that time. So it's pretty cool. Small world, but I'll see if I can get I'll throw maybe a couple pictures of some really up close detail. It's a lot easier to show pictures. All right, well, that's it. I'm gonna end it right there. I've bored you guys long enough. Sketch, what are you doing? You're wrecking the shot, man. The sketchiest of sketch is sketch. Usually the middle of a train is not very exciting, but oh, look at that, man. Look at that. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so happy to have been able to get this model. I honestly, I can't even think of words for it. It's just absolutely amazing. I cannot imagine the time spent, the money spent, the hours just to do all your research, come up and figure out proper paint colors, doing the molds, finding resins, doing the brass parts, applying everything, the proper trucks, the scale wheels or semi-scale wheels, the Kadee couplers, all the little piping details, everything underneath. You know, not even leave a fingerprint on the paint is just, it's amazing. And he even weathers it. He weathers it his own way for you. So it's 100% legit. So we'll get some video up shortly of it running around again. And yeah, until next time, we'll take her easy there, guys.